First in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road, and this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, a crew looking to make a statement, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. Third and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
So Nebraska's offense has the ball for the first time. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off play action. Here's a heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. They'll give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Spits it out to the back. He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Bringing the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. They go to the ground. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to it. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're working that left side. Across the 25, he's got room. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska! The defense putting points on the board.
And that's the kind of play that can win you the game. You're on defense. It looks like the opponent's just going to run it in for an easy touchdown, but you create the takeaway, you scoop and score. It's a game-changing play. It's a momentum-changing play. And you can see on the sideline right now, they are completely galvanized by that defensive score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here and throw in the towel. Stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on 1st down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They were trying to set up the screen, and they almost threw the thing away. They're lucky it's 3rd down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Using his feet to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Cornhuskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
And now let's see what they come up with on third down after that incompletion. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they're after him! Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Puts it out of the air.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the change impossible. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. It's on target and complete. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime, a chance to chip away here on first and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Now adjusting. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, give on the inside. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On target. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. With the catch, it's Jackson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The play-action fake. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got it in the middle, it's Pitts.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeps it.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The give to the back. And he runs it across goal. Touchdown, Husker! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 4 over Penn State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quickly complete.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The give to the tailback. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Jefferson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. He moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Rush. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
The give from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. To the ground with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure coming. Heaves it on the run. Pulls it in on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Across the 25. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They are set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wants to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the middle. This one's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rush. Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Quarterback gets past the marker. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Huskers will punt this one away.
On to kick it away.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They've got him pinned back in a world of trouble, and listen to this crowd coming through. The give to the single back. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down, and set up a short yardage on second down. It makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. Hauls it in. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. He'll do it himself. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Takes it from the gun on third down. Dumps it off in the flats. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus.
Looking to throw on first down.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away,
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.